Researchers around the world are looking for ways to control your mind. This is true. It's part of a new effort to allow us to operate anything from our phones to the lights in our homes with nothing more than our thoughts. That's terrifying. Joining me now is our futurist Nik Badminton. Are you controlling my thoughts right now?
I'm not, unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to ask you some questions here. What kinds of mind control devices are in development already?
Yeah, so the ability to read our brainwaves has been a lure for many scientific researchers for years. But now we've got companies like Facebook that are trying to tap into what we're thinking, trying to be predictive, trying to provide us with a new era of augmented reality and virtual keyboards that are partially controlled by our minds as well. And we've got other platforms like NextMind that's trying to really tap into that as well. So we could text by just thinking what we want to send. And maybe even write essays and the such like.
I don't know that I want my initial thoughts before I do the vet of my text to be actually sent out. How close are we to be able to control minds through using technology? Sounds very sci-fi.
Yeah, it is sci-fi, but we've been working on this for a very, very long time, like a good amount of decades. But now we're at the point where technology and the understanding about the brain, which is still a big mystery, is starting to really unravel. And now we're right on the cusp of these kinds of technologies being off the shelf. I think within the next 5 years, we're going to have more of these technologies coming in, and we just need to work out where and when we use them and how to make it accessible to all.
We're just looking at some video that our viewers are seeing too about, some guys running down the stairs and then this bubble pops out about get your soccer gear and then he turns around and he goes back up. Like that's actually in the works?
Well, the connection of information and centralized systems and distribution and useful application of this kind of hardware is definitely in the works, and it's going to be there. When you see companies like Facebook and Google and these other companies really step up and try and use this technology, that means it's going for the mass consumer market. So yes, it's coming, and it's going to come thick and fast. We're just working out how to make it not that creepy and how we can make it applicable.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because there is a certain creepiness factor associated with mind control. Why are companies moving in this direction? Why is this even necessary?
Well, it's the idea that you can allow anyone that can have sentient thought to be able to control anything, and this can be quite good for people that have got physical or even mental disabilities as well, because they can be involved. But we have to really work out the ethics around this and how they're used, because we can't control people, but maybe we can give people the ability to control things that are going to be infinitely useful in their lives.
I can only think of the negative effects of that. I'm thinking like politics and elections and all of those kinds of things. But there are some surprising benefits to researching and to developing technologies like this and these kinds of devices. Please tell me what those are.
Yeah, there can be some benefits because we can start to really move over some of the physical limitations we've got, the mental limitations that we've got, to really enable people to do more. And I think that's incredibly positive. And if we can work out the right kind of roadmap to deliver this in a way that actually delivers positive change in the world, then I'm all for it.
What do you think of this, Nik?
Sorry, Anne-Marie, can you repeat?
I said, what do you think of this idea?
Oh, what do I think of it? I've been following this for quite some time, and I've used it. I use kinds of technologies for like meditation. I've actually used things to control drones and whatever. I don't know how much I'm going to use it, but if you think about it, in dangerous work situations where you do need to think quickly, you can't act physically as quickly as you can with your mind. So maybe it can be really useful in a number of different aspects. In the future, am I suddenly going to put on a headset and have conversations with my son as he lives halfway across the country? Well, maybe, and that could actually be quite relaxing at the same time, not having to look at screens.
Yeah, that is a really good point. Nik Badminton, always good to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.